Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Jack of All Trades 505. My name is Joseph. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I am 39 years old. I am a self-taught artist. I also like to work on trucks, motorcycles. I've been doing tattoos for about 20 years. Um, yeah, so basically I decided, hey, let's go ahead and give this YouTube thing a try and see what we can do. I have a lot of different interests. One day it may be rebuilding a computer, the next day it could be doing a brake job on the truck. But most likely, the majority of my videos are going to be art videos. Um, like I said, I've been an artist since I was 5 years old, and it's what I love to do. I like to work in charcoal, graphite, acrylic, pastels. Um, I haven't worked with watercolors in a very long time, and I haven't really worked with oil paint, so that's definitely something I want to try. Um, so like I said, we'll see how it goes. Again, this is a new venture for me, so you will have to excuse the quality of my videos. I don't have any fancy intros. I don't have any. I don't know how to do the borders or thumbnails or any of that yet. So bear with me. I'm going to learn. I'm already signed up with Skillshare, so I'm probably gonna, like I said, continue to grow my abilities, and hopefully my videos will improve along the way. So this first video that I am going to show you is a speed drawing that of my grandmother that I did in graphite and charcoal. I've already recorded commentary explaining my process and what I'm doing with this video. So please give it a watch, give it a like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Again, this is video number 1. So I don't know how well this is going to be received, but it's worth a try. So here we go. All right. So in this video, I wanted to show the entire process from beginning to end for photorealism rendering. I do use a pattern, meaning that I do trace it out, the major landmarks of the photo, to make sure that nothing is distorted, that all the proportions are correct. Again, this does not draw the photo for you. Okay, this just using these lines does not finish or create this pattern, does not create the photo. So don't feel like this is cheating. Don't feel like you're taking... It is a shortcut, and I will admit that. Now, could I draw this on my own? Yes, very easily. But using a pattern, essentially what it does is it saves you time. It saves you from the hassle of possibly making a mistake, of having to redraw and draw the proportions to make sure everything comes out. In the end, if you're drawing this for a client, it doesn't matter, as long as the end result equals, a satisfying rendering. Now, having said that, I will talk about the drawing itself. Here you will notice that I use several different tools. Mainly I use 3 different pencils, 5H, HB, and a 6B pencil. I also use a charcoal, soft charcoal pencil, charcoal sticks, blending stump, and I also use 3 different size of chisel tip paintbrush. I like to use the chisel tip because it does come to a point, and it does make it easier when you're trying to blend detail into a drawing. Now, usually when I start a drawing like this, I will usually concentrate on the face first. If you don't get the face right, not really point in drawing the rest of the drawing if it's completely off and wonky and just waste of your time. The body, the rest of the drawing can look nice, but if the face is off, you've wasted all that time. So I always try to start off with the face, then I'll move on to the hair, clothing, surroundings, so on and so forth. As you will notice here, I do like to blend. I will use a 5H light layer first, with using just the side of the pencil, laying down a very, very light layer, and then I'll blend it out either with the blending stump or with the brush. Again, another technique that I use is I will, rather than drawing directly on the picture and getting the pencil marks, I will draw on a separate piece of paper, as you see here in the video, and pick up how much tone I want, how much color I want to add to the photo, and then build it up gradually. So that way you don't get them pencil marks and you're not trying to smooth those out as much. Again, this is just preference. You don't have to do it this way. You can lay down the pencil and try to smooth it out with a blending stump, with a paintbrush, with a Q-tip, cotton swab, whatever it is that you're using to blend out, they all work. It's just personal preference. I still feel like I can see a lot of the pencil marks when I try to use a pencil first and then blend it out. So I prefer to use either the brush or the blending stump to lay down subtle shadows. I usually try to only use the pencil if it's a really defined shadow, if you really need the detail. Other than that, everything else is soft shaded and blended. Again, you'll notice here that I did sign it, and then it continued to work because I saw little things that needed to be worked on. But that's it. Okay, so if you've made it this far, you've watched the whole video and you've seen my process for doing a photorealism type drawing. This process does take a few hours to do. One thing I did forget to mention in the commentary is a couple of the tools that I use as well. I do use a kneaded eraser for gently bringing up tone without completely erasing. And I also use a Tombow mono zero eraser for detail, bring out highlights and just clean everything up in general. So again, this was my process and my first video. Hopefully I'll be making a lot more in the days and months and hopefully years to come. All right, well, thank you very much for your time, and you have a blessed day.